Hello and welcome to my art page. I am really grateful for your presence and connection right now as I start to share more of my art and my process. And I gotta admit, it is catching me by surprise. I think kind of observing myself, if I wanted to get really meta. And I've been kind of forced to reconcile with some pretty awesome things that are happening around me and through my art business. And one of those things, I guess you could say, one of the constants has been the overwhelming response, which I'm so grateful for the viewers and my process. So as you guys know, I'm an abstract painter. I've been an abstract painter for the last 8 years. My art process is very intuitive. It comes from the heart, but more importantly, it is a really physical, visceral, and engaging experience. And I wanted to translate that experience to other artists that were possibly feeling stuck or just not worthy of having great painting results, right? Having great painting experiences from the beginning to the end to the sale. And so as I returned to my own studio practice, I thought it would be cool to sort of process reflections and also celebrate with you here right now as a painting unfolds. So a couple of months ago, I participated in a virtual summit where I pre-recorded a video. And I was walking artists through my steps, and that video has since been streamed publicly to thousands of people a couple of weeks ago. And many of you guys tagged me, and it was really cool to see your responses because as I was recording my quote-unquote tutorial, I felt a little strange. So making a painting video, for those of you guys who are kind of wondering, like, what is it like, right? It's like, as I'm painting the video, as I'm making the painting, I have no idea what this painting is going to look like. And I always try to let my students know that when they're watching me paint in demos, because one of the joys of abstraction for me is freeing myself from this final destination, freeing myself from this need for it to measure up to a preconceived notion of where I should be. And if I'm being honest, over the past couple of years, I haven't really been walking the walk, so to speak, in my non-artist life. So I have, like many people, as you get older, right, you start to question things like, where am I in the world? Or where should I be by this age? And when you don't hit those kind of goals, or if you hit them super early, or if you no longer even resonate with those goals at all, you can start to really lose your grip. And I think painting abstractly is a great sort of analogy for how messy life can get and how beautiful it can be all at the same time when we take a step back and just kind of appreciate where we are in any given moment. And what I really like about watching time-lapse videos of other artists or even just my own work, I think if you want to get better at painting, recording yourself painting is a great way to do that. Photographing your art, of course, is a great way to do that. Because each painting stage or layers, it has a different kind of energy. And it can be really misleading almost to just post the painting at the end and not take a second to see where it was in the middle. Maybe you liked it more in the middle. Maybe it was better for you right in the beginning, and then the end you just didn't really care for as much. And so I hope to share a lot more of these videos because it is helpful for my mental process, kind of like a studio dispatch. And I'm also going to be doing a lot more talking, which I'm excited about because I have been sort of in silence for the better part of the past 2 years, which is not, it was not easy. I love kind of being in silence, but as an artist, it's really important that we get comfortable using our voice, whether it's mentally, whether it's literally. And the more I stopped speaking, the easier it became for me to believe this story that speaking would lead to danger. I started to feel really scary to speak up. And that affected my painting process, because painting comes from this ability to communicate and this need, this urgent need to communicate with other people. And so I hope that you will join me as I open this discussion and begin to communicate with you again, and also share inside, behind the scene scoops from the past 4 years of my journey running a very, very intense artist program. So I'm going to leave it here, and this is the finished piece of a painting that recently sold from my shop, and I decided to name this painting The Mermaid's Veil. It felt very underwater, very deep sea, and just ended up feeling super therapeutic for me to look at. So I'm not surprised that it sold right away, and it really reflects the color palette and energy that I've been resonating with the most and what feels the most authentic to my soul at this moment in time. And so thank you. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you. You can share updates about your own paintings or a recent painting that reflects the inner workings of your soul right now. What colors are really vibrating with your soul? And that's pretty much it. Whether you are just now finding my page or you are an OG subscriber and fan, thank you for watching, and until next time.